views throughout its 13-mile route.
Prime Minister says terrorism has become an ideology which is not bound by national boundaries. Addressing a public meeting in Mathura, the PM says the menace has turned into a global threat with deep roots flourishing in our neighborhood. PM Modi launches a series of key initiatives to for livestock care and growth of farmers in Mathura. Also launches Swachhta Hi Seva 2019, urges all sections of society to be part of the campaign to get rid of single-use plastic by the 2nd of October. President Ramnath Kovind addresses India-Iceland Business Forum, says Iceland's technological prowess and India's scientific skills could embrace each other to drive fourth industrial revolution and machine intelligence age. Also says India's transformative growth programs present immense opportunities for Icelandic companies. Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari says that amended Motor Vehicles Act intended to control road accidents and not to create additional revenue by increasing fines. Also says states can revise the fines if they so want. Normalcy is returning at a fast pace in Jammu and Kashmir. Restrictions eased in more than 90% areas. All telephone exchanges activated and all landlines restored. Postpaid mobiles too restored in Kupara. Security forces eliminate a Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist in a shootout in Sopore in Kashmir. The slain terrorist was responsible for the recent shootout and injuries to 3 family members of a fruit trader in Sopore. In international news, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announces intention to annex Jordan Valley in the West Bank if he wins next week's general elections. Says a step could be taken immediately after the elections in case of a clear mandate. Namaskar, you are the latest here on DD News. I am Gautam Roy. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that terrorism has emerged as a global problem and its deep roots are flourishing in our neighborhood. Remembering the terror attack on the 11th of September in the US, Prime Minister Modi said that terrorism has become an ideology which is not bound by national boundaries. The PM was addressing a public meeting in Mathura in Uttar Pradesh.
9/11 को अमेरिका में इतना बड़ा आतंकी हमला किया गया कि दुनिया दहल गई। भाइयों और बहनों, आज आतंकवाद एक विचारधारा बन गई है जो किसी सरहद से नहीं बंधी है। ये एक ग्लोबल प्रॉब्लम है, ये ग्लोबल थ्रेट बन गया है जिसकी मजबूत जड़ें हमारे पड़ोस में फल फूल रही है। इस विचारधारा को आगे बढ़ाने वालों को, आतंकवादियों को पनाह और प्रशिक्षण देने वालों के खिलाफ आज पूरे विश्व को संकल्प लेने की जरूरत है, कड़ी कार्रवाई की जरूरत है। भारत अपने स्तर पर इस चुनौती से निपटने में पूरी तरह से सक्षम है। ये हमने भी दिखाया भी है और आगे भी दिखाएंगे।
Okay, today in history marks a very sad, tragic day. It was on this day in 2001 that the Twin Towers that stood tall on the New York horizon were brought down by the most audacious terror attack of modern times. Hijacked passenger jets flown directly into the Twin Towers, which was the 9/11 terror attack. Now, Prime Minister Modi also launched the National Animal Disease Control Program to eradicate foot and mouth disease and brucellosis in livestock, as well as 18 other allied programs from Mathura. There is no cure for brucella, and vaccination is the only way to prevent the disease. Livestock farmers even face a risk of transmission of brucella through animals. Therefore, brucella vaccination is very important for farmers and their livestock as well.
और स्टार्टअप चैलेंज का शुभारंभ कर रहे हैं। केंद्र सरकार ने एफएमडी एवं ब्रूसेलोसिस के उन्मूलन के लिए 13,343 करोड़ रुपए की योजना स्वीकृत की है, जिसके अंतर्गत 51 करोड़ गाय, भैंस, भेड़, बकरी तथा सुअर को वर्ष में एफएमडी के 2 टीके
लेकर सरकार कितनी गंभीर है, इसका अंदाजा इस बात से लगाया जा सकता है कि सरकार बनने के बाद 100 दिन में जो बड़े फैसले लिए गए, उनमें से एक पशुओं के टीकाकरण से जुड़ा हुआ है। आज 13,000 करोड़ रुपए के एक बड़े अभियान की शुरुआत की गई है। एफएमडी यानी फूट एंड माउथ डिसीज, उससे मुक्ति, इसका एक व्यापक अभियान हम आरंभ कर रहे हैं।
Now, Prime Minister Modi also visited the Pashudhan Arogya and Vigyan Mela in Mathura. He visited different stalls set up at the fair and was briefed on various medical treatments which are being given to livestock. Experts at a stall conducted a surgery for horn cancer as well. Stalls displaying sonography in livestock, artificial insemination through gun and other techniques related to health of livestock have been put up at the fair. The PM also visited the stall displaying brucella vaccination to livestock. The PM also interacted with experts and veterinarians at the Pashu Arogya and Pashu Vigyan Mela. He witnessed the FMD vaccination being administered as well. Addressing the gathering, the PM announced an Aadhaar scheme to identify vaccinated cows.
51 करोड़ गाय, भैंस, भेड़, बकरी और सुअरों को साल में 2 बार टीके लगाए जाएंगे। इतना ही नहीं, जिन पशुओं का टीकाकरण हो जाएगा, उनको पशु आधार यानी यूनिक आईडी देकर कानों में टैग लगाया जाएगा। पशुओं को बाकायदा स्वास्थ्य कार्ड भी जारी किया जाएगा। भाइयों और बहनों, इन कार्यक्रमों का उद्देश्य बिल्कुल साफ है। हमारा पशुधन स्वस्थ रहे, पोषित रहे और पशुओं की नई और उत्तम नस्लों का विकास हो। इसी रास्ते पर चलते हुए हमारे पशुपालकों की आय भी बढ़ेगी।
Now, Prime Minister also interacted with the farmers who are visiting from various parts of the country. And during that interaction, the PM was told how the government initiatives are transforming the lives of farmers. The PM shared the steps taken by the government in the field of boosting milk production.
दुधारू पशुओं की गुणवत्ता सुनिश्चित करने के लिए पहले राष्ट्रीय गोकुल मिशन शुरू किया गया और इस वर्ष देश भर के पशुओं की उचित देखरेख के लिए कामधेनु आयोग बनाने का निर्णय हुआ। इसी नई अप्रोच का परिणाम है कि 5 साल के दौरान दूध उत्पादन में करीब 7% की वृद्धि हुई है। साथ ही किसानों, पशुपालकों की आय में इससे करीब 13% की औसत बढ़ोतरी दर्ज की गई है।
And earlier, the Prime Minister also participated in Gau Puja as he reached the venue of the Pashu Arogya and Vigyan Mela. Hitting out at critics, the PM said that livestock of Indian farmers is the most valuable resource of additional income and it's the backbone of any agrarian economy.
कुछ लोगों के कान पर अगर होम शब्द पड़ता है तो उनके बाल खड़े हो जाते हैं। गाय शब्द पड़ता है तो उनके बाल खड़े हो जाते हैं। उनको लगता है देश 16वीं 17वीं शताब्दी में चला गया। ऐसा ज्ञान देश को बर्बाद करने वालों ने बर्बाद करने में कुछ नहीं छोड़ा है। और इसलिए हमारे भारत के ग्रामीण जीवन की अर्थव्यवस्था में पशुधन बहुत मूल्यवान बात है। कोई कल्पना करे क्या पशुधन के बिना अर्थव्यवस्था चल सकती है क्या? गांव चल सकता है क्या? गांव का परिवार चल सकता है क्या? लेकिन पता नहीं, कुछ शब्द सुनते ही करंट लग जाता है कुछ लोग।
And the PM also launched Swachhata Hi Seva 2019 from Mathura. The call this year is to banish single-use plastic from our lives by the 2nd of October. The PM said that this is the most befitting tribute to Bapu Seva Bhav as the world celebrates his 150th birth anniversary.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi taking Swachhata Abhiyan to the next level. From a mass movement to end open defecation to eradicating the menace of single-use plastics. Prime Minister led the Swachhata Hi Seva charge in Mathura, learning from Nazra, Shamina, Razia, Sarala and Shabra Swachhagrahis, who segregate biodegradable plastic and single-use plastic. He got down to work to get a first-hand insight into the entire process.
अब से कुछ देर पहले मुझे कुछ ऐसी महिलाओं से मिलने का अवसर मिला है जो विभिन्न प्रकार के प्लास्टिक को अलग अलग करती है। इस प्लास्टिक का अधिकांश भाग रिसाइकल कर दिया जाता है। इससे उन महिलाओं को आमदनी भी हो रही है। मैं समझता हूं इस तरह का काम गांव-गांव में किए जाने की जरूरत है। वेस्ट टू वेल्थ यानी कचरे से कंचन की ये सोच ही हमारे पर्यावरण की रक्षा करेगी।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a call from the ramparts of the Red Fort on Independence Day this year.
इस 2 अक्टूबर को हम भारत को सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक क्या इससे देश को मुक्ति दिला सकते हैं? महात्मा गांधी का स्वच्छता के प्रति जो आग्रह था उससे सीखना, अपने जीवन में उतारना हम सभी भारतीयों का दायित्व है। प्लास्टिक से होने वाली समस्या समय के साथ गंभीर होती जा रही है। हमें अपने घरों को, अपने दफ्तरों को, अपने कार्यक्षेत्रों को सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक से मुक्त करें। हर व्यक्ति, हर संगठन से इस अभियान से जुड़ने के लिए हृदयपूर्वक बहुत आग्रह करता।
According to FICCI, per capita consumption of plastic is projected to go up from 11 kilograms in 2014-15 to 20 kilograms by 2022. Daily, 26,000 tons of plastic waste is generated in India. Out of this, 10,000 tons is not collected or recycled. This leads to soil and water pollution. The need of the hour is for a people-led movement to tackle the problem as espoused by Bapu. With Anuj Yadav and O.P. Yadav, Bureau Report, DD News.
Now, exercising right to reply at the 42nd session of the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, India said that Pakistan's gory record speaks for itself and that the rhetoric will not distract international attention from Pakistan's persecution and elimination of religious and ethnic minorities. Secretary East in the Ministry of External Affairs, Vijay Thakur Singh, said the decision on Jammu and Kashmir was taken by our parliament and it enjoys widespread support. She added that these were sovereign decisions entirely internal to India.
It is time to collectively take decisive and firm action against terror groups who threaten fundamental right to life. We must speak out. Silence alone emboldens terrorists and their supporters.
And she also said that India has suffered greatly on account of state-sponsored terrorism. It's time to collectively take a decision and firm action against terror groups which threaten the fundamental human rights, that is the human right to life.
The decisions were taken by our parliament after a fully televised debate and enjoys widespread support. These were sovereign decisions entirely internal to India. No country can accept interference in its internal affairs, certainly not India. Despite challenging circumstances, Jammu and Kashmir civil administration is ensuring basic services, essential supplies, mobility and connectivity. Democratic processes have been initiated, restrictions are being eased continuously, temporary preventive measures were needed to ensure security in the face of credible threats of cross-border terrorism.
Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi has said that international community is mocking Pakistan. He added that first Pakistan will have to take concrete steps to counter terrorism or they will have to face the brunt of their own steps in the future.
जहाँ पाकिस्तान की बौखलाहट की जगहसाई हो रही है वहीं कुछ उनके राग दरबारियों की बेवकूफ़ी की हो रही है। एक बात बहुत स्पष्ट है, बहुत साफ है कि पाकिस्तान जो अपने देश में आतंकवाद की फैक्ट्री को बढ़ावा दे रहा है, आतंकवाद की फैक्ट्री वहाँ फल फूल रही है, पनप रही है, जहाँ से आतंकवादियों का उत्पादन होता है और आतंकवादी पूरी दुनिया के इंसानियत और अमन के दुश्मन बने हुए हैं, उसे ख़त्म करना पड़ेगा। ये आज पूरी न केवल भारत की बल्कि पूरे विश्व की ये प्राथमिकता है। इस बात को अगर वो नहीं समझेगा तो निश्चित तौर से उसको खमियाजा भुगतना पड़ेगा और भुगत रहा है।
And India's permanent representative at the United Nations, Syed Akbaruddin, has said that India supports Secretary General's call for direct talks in Afghanistan as it's the only way forward. He added that India urges the need to address the issue of terrorism.
Afghan people are marking a century of their independence this year, and their country stands at yet another transformational juncture. Even though the journey ahead may neither be easy nor predictable, we welcome the opportunities for peace and reconciliation emerging from the various efforts. We therefore support the Secretary General's call for direct talks. Peace and reconciliation cannot go forward in an atmosphere of terror. There is a surge of violence in Afghanistan in recent days, including threats to the election process itself. The support and safe havens enjoyed from beyond Afghanistan's borders by groups such as the Taliban, the Haqqani Network, Daesh, as well as Al-Qaeda and its proscribed affiliates, including the Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Jaish-e-Mohammed, must be addressed.
In Jammu and Kashmir, normalcy has been returning at a fast pace. All exchanges have been activated and all the landlines stand restored. Postpaid mobiles have been restored in the district of Kupwara. Also, mobile numbers of officials belonging to essential services and other offices have also been restored. Schools started functioning, initially with primary schools and then middle schools, followed by high schools. Attendance of teachers is around 75%. However, attendance of students is still thin. All health institutions are fully functional. Today, 5,10,870 OPD services were functioning, 44,372 patients were admitted in hospitals, and 15,157 surgeries took place in Jammu and Kashmir. All banks and ATMs are functional. Also, if you're talking about ATMs, more than 108 crore rupees have been withdrawn by the general public only from Jammu and Kashmir Bank. Details of SBI, HDFC, PNB, EDB, Axis Bank, Yes Bank, Bank of India, all are awaited, which put together would be more than the amount disbursed by Jammu and Kashmir Bank for this period.
All 10 districts of Jammu have become absolutely normal. All schools and colleges are open, all offices are open, people are doing their daily job without any problem. I had gone to Leh and Kargil, I've come back yesterday only. Total life, normal life is being seen there. Absolutely no restriction of any kind is there in that area. In this region also, gradually we have tried to ease out the restrictions, whichever kind of restrictions were imposed. Today you have more than 90% area which is free of any restrictions. You got 100% telephone exchanges working now. You got 2 districts where cell phone is also working now. We are considering more such relaxation since people have been very, very cooperative.
In Jammu and Kashmir also, one Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist has been killed in a brief encounter in Sopore. The terrorist has been identified as Asif Maqbool Bhatt of the Lashkar. He was responsible for recent shootout and injuries to 3 family members of a fruit trader in Sopore town.
This militant of Lashkar-e-Taiba, Asif Maqbool Bhatt, who has been killed today, he had created a lot of terror in that area, general area of Sopore. Over the last 1 month, he was very active. He is the one who was responsible for making use of OGWs to print and publish posters, threatening people not to do the fruit business, not to go for trading, not to open shops and all, not to go for normal day-to-day activities. So we were following him, tracking him. Today morning, on a specific information, our police along with SF had laid certain nakas close to Sopore town. And while that fellow came, he was challenged to stop. He did not. He threw a grenade on our party in which a couple of our police personnel are injured, but they are out of danger. In the ensuing encounter, that militant has been neutralized.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar met Prime Minister of St. Vincent and Grenadines, Ralph Gonsalves, in Delhi today. The External Affairs Minister welcomed St. Vincent and Grenadines as the 79th member of the International Solar Alliance. Prime Minister Gonsalves is visiting India, where he took part in the 14th Conference of Parties, that's COP14 of the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, that's the UNCCD, in Greater Noida. Yesterday, he had held a meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi. And sticking with India's foreign relations, President Ramnath Kovind has said that Iceland's technological prowess and India's scientific skills could embrace each other to drive the 4th Industrial Revolution and the machine intelligence age. Addressing the India-Iceland Business Forum in Reykjavik, President said that India's growth and commitment to sustainability and Iceland's business strengths make for a natural partnership. He also said that India's transformative growth programs and next-generation infrastructure projects present immense opportunities for Icelandic companies. The President also said that there is a lot that can be done between India and Iceland in pharma, healthcare and biotech spaces. Now back home, Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari has said that the Motor Vehicles Act is in the concurrent list and states as well as the centre can revise and frame rules under the amended Act. Nitin Gadkari said that states have the authority to revise fines. He further added that the government does not intend to garner revenue by increasing fines. The idea is to make roads safer and reduce the number of accidents.
We have 1,50,000 deaths, out of which 65% death, the age group is 18 to 35. We want to save the life of the young people. At the same time, 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs people, they are making handicap. Actually, it's very bad for the country that these people, they complete their life is disturbed. So now it is up to the state government. If they want to take decision, it is up to them, because this subject is in concurrent list. We don't have any problem. Whatever the fine revenue collected, it is going to the kitty of the state government. So it is up to the state government to decide. But
Union INB Secretary Amit Khare today inaugurated the stall of Publications Division at the 25th edition of the Delhi Book Fair, which is being organized by the India Trade Promotion Organization from the 11th to the 15th of September at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. Amit Khare also released a total of 5 books on the occasion. The Publications Division has carved out a niche for itself as a publisher of quality non-fiction books covering multiple aspects of Indian panorama and heritage. Talking to reporters, the INB Secretary said that besides publishing books in Hindi and English, the Publications Division also publishes books in other regional languages. He also highlighted the importance of reading books in the internet era. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has announced his intention to annex the Jordan Valley, a large swath of the occupied West Bank, if he wins next week's elections in a closely contested race. Israel goes to polls on the 17th of September. Israel has occupied the West Bank since 1967 but stopped short of annexation. In a televised speech, Netanyahu had also said he would annex all Jewish settlements in the West Bank, but this would need to wait until the publication of US President Donald Trump's long-awaited plan for a peace agreement between Israelis and Palestinians. Jordan, Turkey and Saudi Arabia have sharply criticized the announcement, terming it as the dangerous development. While Palestine has said such a move would be a war crime that would bury any chance of peace. Palestinians claim the whole of the West Bank for a future independent state. And that's all we have in this edition of the news, but the latest continues right here on DD News. Do stay tuned.
Inhabited by large tribal population, Odisha is the home of rich folk tradition and offers a variety of performing arts unique to its culture. And over the years, Ganjam, a small district in this eastern state,